Nation remembers the best sons of the soil. On Mounted Intellectuals Day, President and Prime Minister pay rich tributes. Diplomatic efforts underway to bring back fugitive murderers from abroad, says Minister for Liberation War Affairs. Anti-liberation forces along with international conspirators hatching conspiracies against Bangladesh even during the golden jubilee of the country's independence, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. People from all walks of life flock mausoleum at Rai Bazar to pay homage to heroic sons of the country. Young generation pledges to build a non-communal Bangladesh. Indian President Ram Nath Kovind set to arrive in Bangladesh tomorrow on a three-day state visit to attend the Golden Jubilee celebrations of independence. And 7.4 magnitude earthquake shakes Indonesia. Tsunami warnings withdrawn. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nafis Imtiazuddin welcoming you to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. You just heard the headlines. We have details of those and other stories right after this.
আমাদের মতো জাতিসমূহ যাদের অভ্যুদয় সংগ্রাম ও ত্যাগের মধ্যে দিয়ে এই আদর্শ বিশ্বাসী তাদের বাঁচিয়ে রাখবে। আমাদের কষ্ট স্বীকার করতে হতে পারে, কিন্তু আমাদের ধ্বংস নেই। এই জীবন যুদ্ধের মোকাবেলায় জনগণের প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা ও দৃঢ় প্রতিজ্ঞাই শেষ কথা। আত্মনির্ভরশীলই আমাদের লক্ষ্য।
Mounted Intellectuals Day was observed in a befitting manner across the country today. Just 2 days ahead of the country's victory on this day, 49 years ago, the marauding Pakistan Army, in collusion with their local collaborators, the Al-Badrs, Al-Shams and Razakars, killed the most prominent intellectuals of the country. That was in a bid to cripple the newly emerging nation of Bangladesh. Those who were exposed to the killer's wrath on the 14th of December in 1971 included Dr. Alim Chaudhry, Dr. Fazle Rabbi, Shahidullah Kaisar, Sirajuddin Hussain, Nizamuddin Ahmed, S.A. Mannan, Selina Parveen and Munir Chaudhry. Most of the December 14th victims were picked up from their residences, blindfolded and killed between December 10th to 14th in 1971. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina paid tribute to the greatest sons of the soil, marking the Mounted Intellectuals Day today. At the beginning of the day, the President's Military Secretary, Major General S.M. Salahuddin Islam, and Prime Minister's Military Secretary, Major General Naqib Ahmed Chaudhry, paid homage at the Martyrs Intellectuals Memorial at Mirpur in the capital on behalf of the President and Prime Minister, respectively. At that time, a smart contingent of the armed forces gave salute. Cabinet members, members of Parliament, Awami League leaders, military and civil officials, and family members of the martyred intellectuals were present. Later, tributes were paid on behalf of the Speaker of the Jatiyo Shongshod, followed by cabinet members and leaders of the Awami League. Apart from the Awami League, its associate organizations, different socio-cultural and professional bodies as well as political organizations paid homage to the martyred intellectuals. People from all walks of life thronged the mausoleum at Rai Bazar, the Buddha Bhumi Sriti Shodha, in the capital this morning, to mourn the death of hundreds of sons of the soil who were killed during the Liberation War in 1971. Among the people who were indiscriminately killed were educationists, physicians, journalists, writers, film directors, and other professionals. Thousands of people came to the Sriti Shodha and recalled those innocent people who had been killed by the Pakistan Army with the help of their local collaborators. They expressed their determination to build a non-communal Bangladesh in the spirit of the Liberation War. After placing wreaths at the Rayar Bazar Bodh Bhumi Sriti Shodho, Awami League Joint General Secretary Mahbubul Alam Hanif said the total history of the Liberation War and independence of the country were destroyed through the assassination of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, on the night of the 15th of August, 1975. But the present government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, is continuing its endeavour to revive the true history of Bangladesh's independence and preparing the list of actual, genuine freedom fighters.
এই দেশে আবার মুক্তিযুদ্ধের ইতিহাস, স্বাধীনতার ইতিহাস সবকিছু ধ্বংস করে দেওয়া হয়েছিল। পাকিস্তানের ভাবধারা নিয়ে এসেছিল। আমাদের অনেক গুরুত্বপূর্ণ দলিল আমাদের যেগুলো ছিল সব নষ্ট করে দেওয়া হয়েছিল। এর ৭৫ থেকে একটানা ৯৬ সাল পর্যন্ত ২১ বছর ছিল কিন্তু সেই পাকিস্তানি পেশাদারদের দখলে, যার ফলে ২১ বছরের মধ্যে আমাদের স্বাধীনতার অনেক তথ্যই যেটা হারিয়ে গেছিল, যেটা পুনরুদ্ধার করতে এখনো আমাদের বেগ পেতে হচ্ছে। আমাদের বর্তমান সরকার জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বে এখনো চেষ্টা করছে যে এই মুক্তিযুদ্ধের সময় যারা শহীদ এবং প্রকৃত মুক্তিযোদ্ধাদের সঠিক তালিকা তৈরি করার।
Meanwhile, Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood said the anti-liberation forces, along with their international associates, are continuing to hatch conspiracies, even in the period of the country's Golden Jubilee celebrations.
স্বাধীনতার ৫০তম বর্ষে স্বাধীনতার সুবর্ণ জয়ন্তী যখন আমরা পালন করছি, তখন আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি আন্তর্জাতিক বিভিন্ন শক্তি আমাদের স্বাধীনতা চায়নি। স্বাধীনতা যুদ্ধের সময় পাকিস্তানিদের সহযোগিতা করেছে। আজকেও দেখতে পাচ্ছি সেখান থেকে বুদ্ধিজীবী হত্যার সাথে যারা যুক্ত ছিল, আমাদের স্বাধীনতা যুদ্ধের সময় যারা পাকিস্তানিদের পক্ষ অবলম্বন করেছিল, তাদের অনেকে সেখানে লুকিয়ে আছে, তাদের সন্তানেরা সেখানে আছে, তারা সেখানে বসে দেশের বিরুদ্ধে ষড়যন্ত্র করছে এবং সেই ক্ষেত্রে সেই সমস্ত দেশ থেকে বসেই তারা ষড়যন্ত্র করছে। বুদ্ধিজীবীদের হত্যার বিচারের জন্য আমাদের সরকার বদ্ধপরিকর, বিচার হয়েছে, অনেকেই পলাতক আছে এবং তাদেরকেও ফিরিয়ে আনার জন্য আমাদের সরকার চেষ্টা করছে।
We at BTV also pay tribute to the martyred intellectuals. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina paid respect to the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, on the occasion of Martyred Intellectuals Day. Senior Awami League leaders, on behalf of the Prime Minister, placed floral wreaths at the portrait of Bangabandhu at number 32 Dhanmondi in the capital this morning. Later, Awami League leaders themselves placed wreaths at the portrait of the father of the nation. On the occasion, Awami League Presidium member Jahangir Kobir Nanok told journalists that different countries were biding time without any reason to return the convicted killers of the intellectuals. But this government is determined to bring them home and punish them after trial. Later, various political organizations, including Dhaka North and South City Awami League, Chhatru League, Krishok League, Shetchashebok League, Chhatru League, Mohila Awami League, Jubo Mohila League, Jatiyo Shromik League, Motshojibi League, Tanti League and Mohila Shromik League, and associate organizations paid due respect to the father of the nation. People from all walks of life who came to pay respect to the father of the nation demanded capital punishment for the killers of the country's intellectuals in 1971. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid called upon French investors to invest more in IT sector, including high-tech parks in Bangladesh. The president made the call when outgoing ambassador of France to Bangladesh, Jo-Marie Shu, called on him at Bangkok this evening. President's Press Secretary Mohammed Zainul Abidin said that during the meeting, the outgoing envoy had expressed his gratitude to the President for extending cooperation during his tenure in Bangladesh. President Mohammed Abdul Hamid said France was an important destination for export products of Bangladesh, and there were still many opportunities to increase trade and investment between the two countries. The President emphasized on strengthening communication at public and private levels to take advantage of these opportunities. The President thanked the French government for its assistance in procuring corona vaccines and donating 2 million vaccines through COVAX. President's Office Secretary Shampud Borwa, Military Secretary Major General S.M. Salahuddin Islam, and Secretary Attached Muhammad Wahidul Islam Khan were present during the meeting. The 9th meeting of BAPPD, constituted under SCPD scheme implemented by the National Parliament Secretariat with the help of UNFPA, was held in the Oath Hall of Parliament House today. Delivering the address of the President at the meeting, Speaker Dr. Sharmin Chaudhry said that UNFPA had worked very efficiently in creating awareness among the common people of the country in the past. The SCPD project is being implemented with the technical support of UNFPA for maternal health protection, prevention of child marriage, elimination of gender discrimination, and youth development. Member of Parliament Meher Afroz and Whip Mahbubara Begum Guinea addressed the meeting. The meeting was attended by members of Parliament, UNFPA and SCPD project officials. Indian President Ramnath Kovind is arriving in Dhaka on the 15th of December on a 3-day state visit at the invitation of Bangladesh President Mohammed Abdul Hamid. He will arrive here to attend programs on the conclusion of Mujib Boshu, Golden Jubilee of the Independence and 50 years of Bangladesh-India friendship. Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen came up with this development at an online briefing today. Foreign Secretary Masood bin Momen and senior officials of the ministry were connected. The Foreign Minister said the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina had strengthened relations between Bangladesh and India that began during the Liberation War. The tour of the Indian President is a unique example of that relationship. And now international news. A 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Indonesia's South Sulawesi province, prompting people to evacuate homes and buildings. The earthquake happened around 10:30 local time today in the Flores Sea. It affected the East Nusa Tenggara region. No injuries or major damage has been reported yet, but locals said they felt large tremors. Tsunami warnings for the area were later lifted. COVID-19 global death toll crosses 53,31,000, and over 27 crore 12,45,000 people have been infected globally. More than 24 crore 39,12,000 have recovered so far. Meanwhile, the United States has now 5 crore 10,18,000 confirmed cases and 8,19,000 deaths. Bangladesh reported 3 COVID-19 deaths and 295 new infections today. Director General of Health Services, DGHS, in its routine daily statement today, said the death toll had risen to 28,034 from coronavirus, and the tally of infections had risen to 15,80,005. The recovery count, on the other hand, rose to 15,44,664 after another 247 patients actually recovered. The statement said 1.29% of 22,870 samples tested positive. DGHS statistics showed of the people infected from the beginning, 97.76% recovered and 1.77% died. Swedish ambassador to Bangladesh, Alexander Berg von Linde, and Swiss ambassador to Bangladesh, Natalie Schwab, separately paid courtesy calls on State Minister for Women and Children Affairs Fazilunnisa Indira at the Secretariat today. During the visit, they discussed various issues of bilateral interest, including women's empowerment, progress, and equality. The State Minister said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina had taken up various initiatives for the development of women in society, employment opportunity, and ensuring equal rights. Secretary to the Women and Children Affairs Ministry, Mohammed Saidul Islam, and Director General of Women Affairs Directorate, Ram Chandra Dash, among others, were present on the occasion. And now news from the world of sport. Abahoni Limited stormed into the final of Independence Cup football tournament, beating South Sporting Club by 2 goals in the first semi-final today. Costa Rica forward Daniel Contreras and forward Nabib Niawaz Jibon netted 1 goal each for Abahoni at Bisresha Shohid Sipahi Mustafa Kamal Stadium at Komolapur. In the second semi-final, Bushundha Kings are now playing against Bangladesh Police FC. And now, before we end the news, let's take a look at what's making the headlines here. Nation remembers the best sons of the soil on Martyred Intellectuals Day. President and Prime Minister pay rich tributes. Diplomatic efforts underway to bring back fugitive murderers from abroad, says Minister for Liberation War Affairs. Anti-liberation forces, along with international conspirators, hatching conspiracies against Bangladesh, even during the Golden Jubilee of the country's independence, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. People from all walks of life flock mausoleum at Raya Bazaar to pay homage to the heroic signs of the country. Young generation pledges to build a non-communal Bangladesh. Indian President Ramnath Kovind set to arrive in Bangladesh tomorrow on a 3-day state visit to attend the Golden Jubilee celebrations of independence. And 7.4 magnitude earthquake shakes Indonesia. Tsunami warnings, though, have been withdrawn. And that's all the news from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for joining us.